It's your boy Inkboy the Don, chilling at Ground 3 Radio with motherfucking Mike on the mic. What?
Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, Mike on the mic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tapped in with my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK. Man, we tapped in right here. And make sure you take the time, shout out to my listeners, take the time to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, man. We work hard on these videos, we work hard on this content. We working super hard for this year, and we not even close to being done, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's lit, man. The whole team is working super hard. And make sure you call in that 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872, man. We got a super special guest in the building, man. Artist, a designer, a curator, a connoisseur. It's so many words. A comedian. It's so many words I can use to describe this guy. He is super eccentric and special in his own right, and you can tell as soon as you meet him, as soon as you see his work, as soon as you meet him, as soon as you even get a little bit of the energy next to you, you can tell this guy is different. This guy is special, man. I'm telling you. I'm about to introduce my guy. It's a pleasure to introduce you. WOWInkBoy is in the building. What up, bro?
I got you. Sound thingy, bro.
We're going to put it right there.
I do it for you. All these people cheering for me, man. I can't believe I got all these people cheering for me. Don't put them on the camera, though. Y'all got me doing the...
This about to be a good interview. I can tell. Good, How you feeling?
Thank y'all so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Man, to all my guests who want to listen and tap in and see some of the stuff you got going on, make sure you go over to @WOWInkBoy on IG. That is @WOWInkBoy on IG as we go through the interview, so you can match the work to the man himself. Man, I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. And shout out to Roby Trucking.
Oh, for sure. Big shout out.
Yeah, man. Like he sponsors so much stuff of mine. I probably owe him so much. Like, yeah. He's like my Suge Knight for real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My Suge Knight in armor for real.
No, for sure. That's fine.
That's fire.
Big shout out, man. One thing I didn't mention about you, one of your names is the absolute cover-up king. Is the cover-up king.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate that title, but there's actually a guy named the cover-up king.
Oh yeah.
And I don't be wanting beef for real, you know what I'm saying? So I just be playing it coy. I am technically the cover-up king.
I think you are.
Thank you.
I've seen your work. I think you're the cover-up king. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I mean, you changed your name originally from WOWInkBoy to Inkboy the Don. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know.
Hey. You know. No. So, originally it's Inkboy the Don.
Inkboy the Don. You changed it to
WOWInkBoy.
Yeah. Okay. So, there's a transition of the names into the facade.
The growth of it was crazy. So, it's wild because at one point, I took that Don part real serious.
Yeah.
Like, dead serious. I don't even know how to explain it, but okay, real quick.
Sure.
On the Don tip.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that I was with for 10 years. And I was cheating heavily.
Wow.
But everyone that I was cheating with knew that it would be more of a disadvantage for you to expose me than to just go along with the situation.
Yeah, Don shit.
On Don shit. So if my girlfriend was flying in and I'm tattooing and I can't, go pick her up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, go pick up Bree.
Yeah.
From the airport, you know what I'm saying? And they picking her up and they just hey Bree, you want what? It was Uber before Uber was alive.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And they just be so nice. Hey, you want to stop and get food? You want to do this? You want to do that? And she be like, man, she was really nice. She was really this. And I'm like, oh, she trying to get some extra points for her.
That's real Don life.
It was real Don life. I used to I don't have no religion for real.
Okay.
But Christmas time came, I would be upset if I didn't get gifts from
all of the ones.
And they'd be like, hey, Ink, I'm about to drop your gifts off, and I'll be like, yes.
Appreciate you.
Drop my gifts off.
To the Don.
To the Don.
Kiss the ring. We kind of got a little far so far. Okay. But I want to start from the beginning like I do. I sit in front of a lot of people I respect. I respect your work. I respect a lot of stuff that you've done up till now. And I want to, start from the beginning.
Hey.
Because a lot of people.
respect for you too. You the man.
And you the man, bro.
No.
I'm trying to be like you, bro. I'm trying to change my name from Mike on the mic to just Mike. Just share.
No.
You know what I mean?
Go to Mike the Don.
Mike the Don. I'm giving him 10%. All right. So I want to start from early. You actually born Poughkeepsie, right?
Yes. Look
New
at
York.
the homework. I appreciate it.
Upstate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shout out upstate.
Thank
you. You spent some time in Georgia too, right?
I told you that.
No, you didn't.
You like that white guy that be finding out shit?
Hey, yo, this is not. I didn't tell him to say that.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, and that moves a little further to like being raised in Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Like, so tell me about sort of this natural transition between these places and, you know, what that made you growing up.
So like living in Georgia, I went to like a school, it was mixed. But me being 6'1", I thought being in Georgia, I knew how to play basketball. I come to Baltimore, and I was part of this league, like St. Francis, like what's that? It was one of them ghetto streets. By Calverton.
Okay, yeah.
But like St. Francis,
right,
like a church, but they had a basketball league, and so they're like, "You're tall. You got this," and I'm like, "Oh, and I used to play basketball in Georgia.
Yeah, right.
I can handle this shit." We had to fucking do. We had a tournament at Lake Clifton. Oh yeah, I'm old. I'm old.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not old, but
no,
they hoop up Lake Clifton.
They hoop.
It
was a competition for real.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like I'm 6'1", I can damn near dunk. I can slap backboard.
Yeah.
I can do all that type of shit.
Good.
Well, y'all niggas got this shit called the Sham God.
Oh yeah.
We don't have that in Georgia. We didn't have that in New York. And so they threw my 6'1" ass out there on the court, and I'm just like, I got this shit. Yeah. And like the nigga did the fucking fake Allen Iverson move. Everybody cheered like it was N1, and I remember walking from Lake Clifton to Poplar Grove. Yeah, that's where I was from. Poplar Grove. I walked to Poplar Grove.
Man.
Yo, I'm 6'1", so if you trip me up, I'm like a fucking tree. Like I fucking
down to the ground.
Keeled over. And everybody like, ooh. And I was like, yeah, I need to find another sport.
A little bit.
Because everybody knew how to do this that move, but hey. That shit was not great for me, man. I went to wrestling the other day. I ain't touched no sport that had like a fucking instrument or like, you know.
Wrestling. How did that work out for you?
Wrestling was beautiful. Yeah. The entire women's basketball team used to like come see me, and I thought they was just supporting me, but no, we had those leotards.
Oh yeah.
So they was freaks. I thought it was all lesbians, but they were not.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome though. But like, I'm just thinking they was just there to support me, but no, they was just there to like
catch a peep.
Yeah.
You know, just like any athlete would.
I did, man. So what you gonna learn about me is I'm very naive. I am so naive.
That's funny.
I got like 5 stories where like a woman almost raped me, and everybody just be like,
"You didn't see this coming."
You didn't see this coming. I was like, no. When she told me to get in the van, you got in the van.
You got in the van.
And I'd be like, yeah, because we was friends. And it was just like, you was asking for it. Yo.
I mean, you know, some things happen to some of us. But I mean, so I keep going. I keep going. Like, so, you know, you have a pretty, like, I want to say, should I say like evolved career in terms of where you are now, like from where you were as a kid up till now. You know, I want to say you went to Walbrook, right? Like, I think you did a lot of art for people in Walbrook, right? Like you were actually like drawing things for people, and they would get them tatted, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
that's what started the whole tattoo career.
Yeah,
really. My homeboy at the time, I would draw people tattoos up, and they would go out to whoever they went to, and get it tatted and come back. Like if I drew a dolphin with a hat, and they came back and they got like a fucking octopus with a cane, I'm like, that's not what I drew.
You know I didn't draw that, right?
Right, and then this is like, yeah, well, when I gave him your picture, this is what he came up with. And I was like, and then my homeboy was like, yo, just do the tattoos.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier, right?
I did say that. I was like, I told you that part?
You didn't. We haven't spoken about that. I swear to God, we have not spoken.
So I was like, yo, why didn't you tell me this shit like in 9th grade?
Right.
You told me this in 12th.
We could have been rich.
I said that too.
Could have been rich.
You are a beast.
Hey man, I work hard, man.
Yes.
You've done all the work. It's only a little bit for me.
Like it's out there somewhere.
I mean, I can't give up my methods. I mean,
I appreciate you. Don't be the man.
No, for sure. I mean, but that's important, right? Because like that, it's this like independence, right? Like it's this like level of like, well, I'm just gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
Like you know, we come across things all in our lives, and it's like, you know, we see people do things, we see people do really high level things, complex things, but to have the fervor in yourself to be like, yo, like, I'ma just do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think your first kit was from Arizona. Yeah. This is a great reaction.
You are a monster. Can you let me know if my baby mother's messing with anybody right now?
I got you. I'll send you a phone call.
Jeez! God!
Oh man, but that's
You are a monster.
Appreciate you, man. I do. I really do. I mean, that's crazy though to know that like your first kit came from Arizona and you didn't even know how to like put it together. Like you didn't even know how to like. That's even crazy. Like you were just a kid. Like I'm gonna get a kit. And I'm gonna order it from. You typed in something, and like only one thing came up, right? Like it was like, bro, I'm going to get this kit, and I'm going to figure it out. You didn't. People hitting you up for tattoos. You didn't even know how to put it together, right? Like it was like.
I think the word is dumbfounded, right?
Man, I appreciate
Gosh, you are crazy. And you gonna say the words that I said? Yes. So I ordered the kit from this spot called Superior Tattoos or whatever. Everybody, that's the thing about Baltimore. No, I'm learning this is the same thing about everywhere. If you fucking get a tattoo kit, people are willing to sacrifice their skin tone. And it is crazy because like I had clients already that was just like, yeah, you can tattoo me. And I'm like, I don't know how to tattoo. They was like, but you can draw. And I was like, not the same. It is not the same. But they were up for it for real. And yeah, what I did was I started out small.
Yeah.
But like that really helped me because Superior was sent out this book. And the image that I had people look at, I did not know about the printer. I didn't know about resizing. I didn't know about none of that shit. So it was just like, if you wanted the word studio like this, I'd be like, all right. And how big you want it? And you'd be like this. And I'd be like,
all right, so
okay, I got
just
you.
Gotta.
And I would do it. I would draw it on you just like that for real, and be like, take a look in the mirror. Do you like it? And you'd be like, I love it. It looks exactly like the picture.
Yeah.
And like I'm saying studio, but really realized people were like, I want this dragon tattoo, or I want this, you know what I'm saying, these flowers, and I'm literally like, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
And like just draw it on them, and like I think that's what really like helped establish my name for real. Because there was other people that was just like, you know, they could print something out, but I was in that bitch like straight drawing. And there was like another tattoo artist that I was really cool with at the time, and like we would talk at the end of the night, and he'll be like, how many tattoos you do? I'm like 8. I'm like, how many tattoos you do? He like 34. I'm like, how much you make? He like probably like 4,000 or 5,000. He like, how much you make? I'm like 800. But he was like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm drawing these tattoos. He's like, yo, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. But I was like, no, they are. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what made me different for real. Like, I feel like they worth the original shit. They worth you drawing it. Yeah. Because if I draw it no matter what, like it can be very, very close to the pictures. It's not gonna be exactly like the picture. But for the most part, you're gonna love it, and yeah. But that's where like I got all this shit from. But I'm just surprised that you know about all this shit.
I mean, it doesn't stop from where the things that I know. I mean, I think like the first like tattoo you ever did was when talking about dragons too, right? Like it was a tribal dragon, right? On Easy. I got you.
Yes. How did you know about the tribal dragon?
You brought up the dragon. It just made me think. Like I was like, oh man, dragon.
Shout out Easy and his pacemaker. God damn it, yo. Easy.
A tribal dragon, man.
What?
Yeah,
yes.
man.
And that came from the book. That freaking came from the book, and that was freaking wild, yo.
Man. Times. Good times.
You are everything. You deserve all the monies right now.
I appreciate you, man. I work it, but not as hard as you. I mean, I don't work as nearly as hard as you. I mean, we think about first tattoos, right? Like we think about even like your first tattoos, like the eyeball with the lie under it, like and then like and I thought about that because you have an eye on your hand, so it's like I was like, oh, there's the eye there, but your first tattoo was an eyeball with the LIE. It's not really lie. It's not. It looks like I lie, but it's like
what is it?
Man, lyrically I entertain.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, man.
I would never disrespect you and call you the feds, but God damn it, Joe.
So tell us a story about why you said lyrically I entertain, like why that's under the eyeball. Because there's a reason.
You deserve any story that you ask for, you get from me. Okay? I got the eyeball and I got the lyrically I entertain because at the time I was really into poetry, real heavy.
Yeah.
So it was a stupid website called like poetry.com where you like upload your poems, all that type of shit, and they'd be like, oh, you are qualified for an award coming out of Orlando or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not going to Orlando. And they're like, do you want us to put your poems on like a plaque for $45? No, I'm good. Have the money. Okay. But like, that's just, I don't even know if poetry.com is still up, but
probably not.
But that shit just it had like a bunch of my shit, and I was just like, I'm a poet. And I'm glad you haven't met me when I was that person. I had like locks. And I used to just do like dumb shit like walk backwards. And people were like, why you walk backwards? I'm like, why not?
Why not?
Why not? You walking forward like the rest of the world. Like, no. I thought that shit was really deep.
So deep. Oh, man.
But it was like, so I was really hard into poetry for real. Yeah. And like, I was like, I'm about to change the world with poetry. That's what I'm gonna do. And I was like, lyrically, I entertain. And then I was like, the eyeball. I just love eyeballs for real. Yeah. They just so freaking crazy. Yeah. You know, if you wear contacts, them bitches can like store behind your eye.
Yeah, you can lose them. You can like lose them, like, which is crazy to think about.
There's just so much with the eye for real. Like it's just crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah. That is phenomenal.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's crazy though, because there's and when I was thinking about like the first tattoo, like you've ever gotten, the first tattoo you ever done, like when I think about the kit you got from Arizona, like when you first tried, you tattooed yourself, right? Yeah. But it wasn't deep enough, so it washed away, and it was like it was. So I actually think that was technically your first tattoo, like the one you've given yourself, right?
So underneath this blackout joint, like I said, you deserve every story, any story that you know what crime I committed to end up in Baltimore?
What crime did you commit? I'll actually let you say that out loud. The way
so I committed a crime. And I checked the Statute of Liberty, but like I'm not gonna say it just because.
Sure.
But I ended up going
allegedly.
I allegedly committed a crime, and I went back up to upstate New York, and my mother was like, "Do you want to go live with your brother in Baltimore?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I didn't know like an officer was on their way to come like look for me or some shit like that. But like so that's why I really ended up here. Yeah. But like you already know that.
I mean, I would rather you say some of the things. I mean,
I appreciate you.
You're a Fresh Prince, God, practically.
Damn it, yo.
Man, I mean that's what that I think these stories are important, right? Because like for someone who just sees your work now. Like, they might not even know the building blocks that led up to you being who you are. Like, because all of these things make the person, right? Yes. Like, these experiences are important.
I done did so many years of customer service, so many years of just, like, dealing with people in general.
Oh, shout out Charles Davis, right?
Huh?
Shout out to Charles Davis. I know it's gonna blow his mind with that one.
I don't even want to look at your computer screen because you probably just got like every freaking keynote that would just probably make me faint. Nope, don't worry about it. But yes, Charles Davis, when I worked at MCI.
Yeah. Shout out MCI.
He's the one that made me understand that, like, you know what I'm saying, a disgruntled person isn't your fault. You know what I'm saying? That's just a person that is upset with the company, not you. And he showed me that you can show them that, hey, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's,
for sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite stories about Charles Davis, he freaking, we called somewhere in Texas, and, like, you know, I think the wife answered initially, and she's, like, not interested, but, like, said something disgruntled or something derogatory, maybe racist. Yep. Hung up the phone, and I was like, whew.
Man.
Glad that's over. But he's like, no, watch this. Hit
Calls
the button,
back.
call him right back. Called him back, and, like, she just like, what? Why would you call back? Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, said some more disgruntled, racist type stuff, hung up again. And I think, like, when we called back the third time, the husband answered, and he was just like, hey, how you doing? It's Charles Davis from MCI. And, like, I don't even know how you can ever explain that 10 cents a minute. I think
we got off on the wrong foot.
Listen, but no, 10 cents a minute is just fucking crazy. In
That's
general.
Insane. It's insane.
That is just crazy in general. But he was just like, hey, I know things might be going left down there. This might not be right. I'm sorry. I called you at a bad time. And it was just like, no, it's not that. It's just that. And he was just like, oh, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Man.
But, like, what could make you feel better is if you were saving money by spending 10 cents a minute. Like, instead of... And I was just like, ooh. That blew my mind right there. So forever in the day, like, ABC always be selling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always about that for real. And that is really crazy that you can. Like, you know what I'm saying? A disgruntled person is just like somebody that just wanted to be heard.
Yeah, that's facts.
So, like, my customer service skills, like, I normally, you know, define myself as like a patient terrorist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down for the cause. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a wait it out.
Right.
I'm a chill. I'm here with you.
Right.
I'm sorry you feel like that. But, like, you know, I can blow up too.
I can blow up too is so funny.
Listen. Like, a lot of my clients don't even know. I just be on edge, like, looking at them like, you can't be fucking serious.
I know you lying.
I know you lying. Stop playing with me. Oh, I'm not. No, so we can be free, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Earlier today, I just had like 3 Indian clients come through.
Okay.
And so the dude wanted mom, dad, crowns on top of it, heart in the middle, and the pulse on the sides.
Okay.
And I was like, that'll take me less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's $100. He was like, okay.
Yeah.
He sits down. I do the tattoo. It took me like 8 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. Next thing you know, he like, how much, brother? And I'm like, $100, sir. And he's like, oh, no, too much. But my homeboy he's in the building with me.
Yeah.
And like, it's 2 dudes, but I wasn't even stunting that. I didn't even care.
Right.
Like, yo, I said $100, and like, I went through this with the Indians last week. Don't play with me, dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already on edge. And then my homeboy was like, yo, I saw you, yo. So, like, I was just like, I'm going to pop him if you pop him. But I was like, no. We got guns in this bitch. I am not fighting nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I got the sign on the front door saying that we have a gun in this bitch on purpose. Like, I am about to
We're not lying to you.
Yes. And so, but look, he had his man pull out $100.
Yeah.
He was like, said something in his language, and shaved off 2 $10 bills. And I was like, he was like, here you go. I'm gonna count this bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that those 2 10s were my tip. But I'm gonna count it. And I counted it, and it was 80. And I was like, look, like, I was like this. If you was the guy, I was like this. I was like, don't play with me, yo.
Yeah. Oh,
don't
God.
Play with me. Like, give my money right now. And like, he like took from his man. He like peeled it like another 10. He like, here you go. And then he was like, we good, brother? I'm like, dude, right now.
You know we not.
Right now is not the time. Like, I am not feeling good about this world. You do not want to play with me. And so seriously, like my homeboy is trying to like make eye contact, and I'm like, I'm not trying to make eye contact
I'm
with
not
nobody.
looking at this.
I'm ready to flip out already right now,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, dude, stop playing with me, yo.
Yeah.
Stop playing. And then like he peeled the other tin and like put it in my hand, and he was like, yeah, and like he tried to like translate some shit,
Yeah.
and he showed me the phone, and it was like, if this tree is not the tree and it start to fade, is there a guarantee or no? And I was like,
Hey, yo.
bitch, are you questioning my work?
Wow.
At
First,
this part,
first you tried to underpay
you
me.
tried to underpay me, and then you gonna
Then question my
and
work.
then say everything wrong. And so I was just like, everything's good unless you fall off a dirt bike, my nigga.
Exactly.
Right? And so he was like, huh? And my homeboy died laughing like, you think you ride dirt bikes? I'm like, I don't judge. Listen, y'all paid y'all money. Y'all have a good one. And then my homeboy bust out the fucking tequila, and he was like, oh, free tequila? I'm like, oh, boy, you sound real English speaking right there. Not the real English speaking. Free tequila?
Oh, you understand that?
Yeah. And he was
Okay.
like, nah, this costs $60.
Yep.
And he was like, nah, free? It's not free? And I was just like,
Yo.
say the word and we can just fucking beat the fuck out of both of these. They playing too many games with us,
Hey,
yo.
yo.
But, like, he was like,
That's
thank
crazy.
you, brother. I see you next week. Like, you will not.
You will
know
never
what?
see
I'm about
me
to
again.
start. Wherever y'all from, I'm going to put their fucking continent outline on the fucking front door. And, like, y'all not welcome for real, yo.
Hey,
like,
yo.
God damn it.
That's crazy.
Oh, shout out to my homegirl. We're not gonna say her name because she owns a famous bakery. Oh,
Okay.
probably can't say the next part, so I'm just gonna leave that right there. Just
Okay.
know I was about to say something, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of this is alleged, by the way.
All alleged.
So, like, I mean, in terms of you talked about her owning a famous bakery. You've owned numerous tattoo shops,
I did.
right? Like the Whole Story on Utah Street, right? House of Ink.
I can't wait till you get to the stuff that's gonna make me cry. Is that a part? Is that a part of the segment tonight?
It may be. I don't know.
Right.
I can't call it, but it may be.
Yeah, let's go.
House of Ink 2, I think that was on Liberty.
Yes.
Free Ink, Circa Ink.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to say like June 2016 or July 2016. House of Ink on Noble Street, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you've always been very artsy, right? Since you were in high school, since Walbrook, even before then, I think. Like, it was always with you, right?
Yeah.
And, I think it's 2016, if I'm getting this exact month right, July 2016. Shout out to Devin Allen. We actually had an interview with Devin Allen a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy. This is one of my favorite interviews. You actually tattooed the time cover on someone's arm. I actually know Desi Alexander, right? Yeah, on his arm. And I think it's such a full circle moment having somebody here who tattooed the exact print that I interviewed somebody about. But just like that's super full circle, and that speaks to sort of just your creativity and like being able to take something that like iconic and just put it on somebody like and do a great job with it, like
I
with
appreciate
the blood around it,
Yeah.
like you got it like it looks 1-to-1. Like when I had to look at the two pictures side by side. Like it looks 1-to-1. Like, but it also looks like artistic.
Yeah,
and it was super crazy. I was like, man, I don't even know what you got to learn to be able to do something like that. But like I gotta take my hat off to you.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know your complete background because I seriously did not do my research, and I probably wouldn't find anything. I probably blocked everything, so nobody
can't find nothing. You can't find anything about me.
But like it's just my artistic ability. But like you with your radio show, you are very artistic.
Man, I appreciate
you got that shit. So like the blood dripping I did with that picture is your show.
Man.
You are dumb artistic with this joint, and I feel it.
I appreciate you.
You are a freaking beast.
Man.
A beast recognize a beast.
And
you
I gotta take
that.
my hat off to you. Give you your flowers, man.
But like that felt really good for real. Desi, that's my guy for real. He got a competition coming up. I'm doing that joint. I gotta smoke some of my predecessors and all that type of stuff. But I got no problem doing so because
Hey man.
Hey,
gotta do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do for real. But yeah, he's like super into these streets. He cares about Baltimore. He cares about the children of Baltimore.
Absolutely.
And he just freaking like has Baltimore in his heart when he like does things.
Yeah.
And he's been an activist. He's been caring about like any and everything. And when he said he wanted that tattoo, like I felt compelled, and I was like, yeah, I'm happy that you chose me for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And happy. Yeah, well, like I said, like he chose me for it because if he didn't, we probably wouldn't be friends.
I'm sure he knows that.
Yeah, I'm very, very petty. But no, like, you know, that tattoo, it did a great number for me, especially with the times. And, like, I done seen people repost it. I didn't see it, like, pop up and people, like, showing me shit like, can you do something like this? And I'm like, it's my fucking tattoo, dummy.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But, like, yeah, like both of them. They both did a great job. Desi getting a tattoo, Devin getting like catching the art. Like I wish I was as gangster as them for real. Because when the riots happened, I was in Vegas.
Oh man, that's crazy. I was in DC.
The news kept reporting that they was heading towards my shop. So I was like, all right, this is where I lose everything. But it's okay. It's okay. I was okay with that for real because it was for a greater cause. For real.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, it's funny. I think about like you talk about had greater cause. Like I think about like a collab you did with New Language, like the Dear America heads, and like that. What that symbolized, it was like sort of this sort of not anarchist, but it's sort of like pushing back on the system. It's like just sort of a fuck you to the establishment. It's more like,
but it's so scary though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's horribly scary.
The pushback is ridiculous because you want to go hard,
of course,
and like. You say so much, you want to do so much.
Yeah, 100%.
But like the wrong saying and the wrong doing is just like push people in the wrong direction and they don't want to mess with you no more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
One of the worst things I feel now is that like us who are just like straight artists, we have to now conform to create content.
True, yeah. That's real.
That hurts my stomach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a born director, I'm a born scriptwriter, I'm a born actor, I'm a born all that. But like I don't want to have to do it because you tell me I have to do it.
Right, exactly.
And there's nobody saying it but society.
100%.
And that is like so disgusting.
That sucks.
Especially to like the free people, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Hey, you'd be more famous if you just did more content. And it's just like,
all right, man. Oh, God.
But it is what it is, and I'm trying my hardest to play the game for real.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I mean, and so I kind of do want to step back a bit. We mentioned House of Ink,
like he was going there,
and we mentioned House of Ink and all the other places that you have opened. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get to it in a little.
I know what you about to go with.
Are you? Do you know?
Black Ink.
All right, well, go ahead. No, go ahead, please. This is where you read my notes.
No, I cannot see. But no.
Go ahead,
go. Black Ink was monumental for a couple of reasons. Mm-hmm. One, I had this warehouse-size tattoo shop.
Yep.
They found me. Well,
you slept there too, right? Like, yeah.
It was freaking huge.
Yeah.
It had like 8 rooms, a shower, a conference room, and some more stuff around. I done had a bunch of people living there with me.
Yeah.
It was wild. They found me. Well, they didn't just find me. I've been like, I was supposed to be on like Ink Nightmares, Ink Master, a bunch of those joints. You got Ink Master information?
I mean,
I'm gonna share it just because.
Yeah, might as well.
So with Ink Master, they called me up. Like I did Ink Master auditions probably like 3 times. One time was fresh. Second time, I was in line, and they like pulled me out of line, and was just like, "Hey, we remember you from last time. You got the blonde hair." I lifted up my hat and saw my blonde hair, and they was just like, "Yeah, we need you." And I'm like, "Let's go,
let's do it."
And like we spent at least like 15 minutes talking about anything and everything except tattoos. One of my good friends, his name is Motion Tattoos. Mm-hmm. He's better than everybody in the world. I'm talking about like there's no competing with this guy.
Big shout out.
If he did a portrait of your face, and let's say he started with the chin and doing your hair, and you was like, "Yo, this is all I can take." He can erase all of this, and when you come back, he will redraw it manually. Exactly. And then finish the tattoo. Or let's say you don't finish. Oh no, we don't finish. Let's say he stops right here.
Yeah.
Erase that. When you come back, he draws the rest of that shit like it ain't nothing.
Yo.
Motion tattoo is a freaking monster.
That's insane.
But he has a cleft lip.
Yeah.
And so I'm in there talking with these people, and as soon as he walks in, his guy was like, "Thank you." He flew in from Miami, but because he has a cleft lip, they like turned him away. And I was like, you know, saying I was there like when they turned him away or whatever, and it was just like what's going on? And like the guy was like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? And like they must have knew or whatever, and like he didn't get no nothing. I ended up talking to him later on at the bar, and that's how we became friends. But it was like that was crazy, and just to know that his talent, like he is the ink master. Like that boy is a beast, and like there's nobody fucking with that. Yeah, to erase a portrait, erase somebody's face, and then draw it back manually.
That's insane. Yeah, that's.
But anyway, so the second time I did the joint, they was just like we was talking all about everything, and then all of a sudden, after like 30 minutes passed, they were like, "Ooh, real quick, Ink, when did you get started with tattooing?" And I was like, I'm like, we're not about to do that. Like, come on. And she's like, you right, Ink, you right. I'm gonna talk to my homegirl. She's like, I'm gonna talk to my associate, and we're gonna call you later on tonight. Yeah. And what I did wrong was I didn't take that paper. So normally they give you a paper like, oh, you done made it past this level. Yeah. Here you go. We'll call you tomorrow. Blah blah blah. Right. I took their word, and I was like, oh, you gonna call me later? Okay. I'm gonna stay in New York then. Yeah. And so my homegirl DJ Mary Mac, she DJs for Madonna. Yeah. She a beast DJ. I was like, Mary Mac, can I stay with you? She's like, yeah. I stayed with her for like one day, and I'm like, Mary Mac, they didn't call me. And she was like, don't worry about it, babe. They gonna call you tomorrow. Right. So I stayed another day, and I'm like, Mary Mac, they didn't call me, and she was just like, you might want to go home. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home for real. I went home and like I was like, but that's the thing. I had no numbers, no paper. I didn't get no paper. Yeah. She was like, she's gonna talk to her associate and they gonna call me. So like that was it. And then like next thing you know, I'm chilling here in Baltimore, and I done. You know about the. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
This makes my job. I've never had such an easy job. No, thank you.
You heard about me applying for like the country western Ink Nightmares? What part you got?
Okay, so all right, let's start with Black Ink first, and then go there.
Okay, so I'm back here in Baltimore, and I got a freaking phone call, and they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Perfect. How are you?" And they were like, "We got an idea for Ink Master." Yeah. And they were like, "Do you have any enemies?" And at the time, I had one guy that didn't like me. And I was like, I don't know if I did it to his baby mother or something like that. But I'm like, yo, he just got it out for me. My homegirl, Big Cooch. Oh, man. She'll be like,
oh, shout out. Yeah.
Shout out to Big Cooch. Big Cooch would be like, Ink, were you on the internet today? And like, everybody, this is how old we are. We treated the internet like it was a place. Like, were you on the internet today?
You on the internet today?
And I was like, I was not. And she was just like, go look. And like, it was like one dude that was like, yeah, this blonde hair, black nail faggy, getting all these people, and like everybody get tattooed by him, and like I don't even know why he getting all this love for real, because like, you know, it's just straight hating for real.
Hating shit. Man.
But that was quickly deaded. Yeah. My gangster brother in Atlanta called him one day and was like, hey, what's your problem? And he was like, what you mean? He was like, I'm the goon of the WOWInkBoy camp. Please don't make me book an appointment and shoot you in your face.
In real life.
In real life.
In real life.
And he was like, oh, no, I was just playing with this shit. He was like, yeah, I don't play like that. And I was like, all right, gangster brother. But I never had any problems out of him anymore, for real.
Yeah, I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't.
Not me book an appointment and shoot you in your face. But like, yeah, he stopped that shit real quick. But anyway, yeah, like they was like, Ink Master was like, do you have any enemies? Yeah. And I was like, I got one. Why? And they was like, because we want to pair y'all together. Y'all a team on Ink Master. And I was like, no. I've been trying to get on TV for fucking 10 years now. I'm
Yeah.
not about to just hand it over to a person that don't like me.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were just like, well, I'm like, no, when y'all come up with something better, call me back.
Right, yeah.
And like when I hung up the phone, I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, yo, who the hell did I think I was?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, like, yeah, that shit went away. Fucking Country Nightmare, Tattoo Nightmares from Country Music Television. They found out that I was related to Cisco.
Yeah.
And they called me on the Zoom. And the guy, I can see the guy, and they had like 8 other windows open of just people watching, but their shit was black.
Yeah.
And so I can see him, and he was like, hey, so, Ink, we heard that your brother-in-law is Cisco. I was like, yeah. They was like, can you sing the thong song in a country accent? And I was like,
country
no.
accent.
Listen, I was like, no. But like the guy is looking at me on the camera, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah.
can you sing the thong song in a country accent? And I was like,
yo.
no. And he was like, yes, we can. And I was like,
no.
and he like, yes. So I did it. I'm not proud of it.
Yo. What did he expect that to sound like? That's my main question. Like
exactly how you got the audio? You got the oh my God.
Wait, I would never play it. I would never play it.
And can you do the due diligence to go back and delete that?
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah.
Not you can keep it forever. Listen,
Just find anywhere it is and delete.
You go back and
I don't know if I'm that powerful, but I can make a call. I got some homies of power that can help me out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
But okay, Black Ink. So
yeah.
Black Ink, what's the name? They contacted us, and they were like, and like that's just crazy because the same Zoom calls that I had were the same people. It might have been like they fired this person and another person under the same Zoom name or whatever, and they were just like, yeah. So we got this idea about having, you know what I'm saying, the whole Black Ink situation, but they was like, the original idea was supposed to be placed in a hair salon. And they was like, but now, since Miami Ink, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, tattoos is popping, so let's do that.
Yeah.
They were like, do you got 8 to 10 people in your crew? And I'm like, yes, I do. And I was like, when do y'all want to talk? And it was like, give us a week. Gave a week, and I was just like, yeah. Let me find the sexiest people I could find, and we went from there. Initially, it was this beautiful lady named Gwen. Elise. She was supposed to be my assistant, but she was like, I don't want to be on TV. She was like, but my homegirl, Miss Kitty.
Yeah.
She was like, she's probably perfect for this. She threw her up there, and I like have a homegirl Sweets. All my tattoo artists. Pulled a couple people from a couple other places for real. We made it all work for real. And then next thing you know, it was just like, hey, it's audition time. And we did it. Yeah. They were like, yeah, we coming down. We're going to repaint your shop. But they didn't know that I had a fucking warehouse. And I didn't know that money that they were spending could have been mine. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, like we could have had fucking blank white walls. Yeah. But like, they decided to paint this shit. And like, they were just like, yeah, $4,000 or $5,000. Yeah. Depleted. Like, but it could have been yours if you would have took. No, bitch, tell me.
Tell me. You're giving me the money.
Kids drawing the walls. Yeah, for real, but whatever. Yeah. We fucking filmed. It was immaculate, beautiful, and everybody just showed up. But the staging of everything was crazy. I learned really quick. So like they would like show up with like bottles of liquor, and they would like, hey. You like the French Connection, don't you? And I'm like on your tip. Like, how the fuck you know that?
How did you know?
And so I'm like, yes, I do, but I'm not sure if you ever had the French Connection.
Yeah, well, while ago.
Hennessy and Grandma Ye?
Yeah. While ago.
A
while ago.
Okay, Hennessy and Grandma Ye.
Yeah.
And if you do that a couple of times, every inhibition you have disappears.
Out of here.
So I'm fucking like 30 something years old, and like I've been stopped dancing and stopped moving like that. Because I felt like I didn't have to move like that no more. I'm InkBoy the Don. You know what I'm saying? Right. They like, Ink, you told us to go get some girls from Norman Jeans, so we did. If you could just dance right here, we're gonna put some girls around you. Is that okay with you? And I'm like, yeah, that's okay with me. Like,
I love Norman Jeans.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they put me in the middle, got girls dancing around me. Yeah. And the next thing you know, somebody will come up to me and be like, look to your left. And like I look to my left, and my wife is just looking at me like,
interesting.
And then she like storms off. Yeah. And I'm just like, why would y'all do that? Babe! And I'm going running towards her for real, and they like recording the whole thing. Oh my God. Yeah. So bad.
Yeah. No, I can imagine how crazy that would have been. Yeah. No, for sure. Shout out DJ OK in the building.
DJ OK in the building.
Man. I mean, and you know, I kind of do want to mention sort of a couple more things. Like there was something I had to ask you. Is it true that like you had someone formally resign being your friend from you in an email?
You are great. Yes. All right. So I am doing way well with life right now. Yeah. Still dealing with like depression and PTSD. People shooting at me, people trying to kill me. Wow. All that type of stuff. But like I am more so centered and like, you know what I'm saying, at like a nice plateau. When I used to drink before, it would be like to escape something bad that happened or bad images in my head or whatever like that. And we had just got done filming the pilot for one of my game shows. Yeah. And I don't know why, but the little girl decided she wanted to hang out with me. And so, you know, I'm like, sure. And clearly I did not know that hanging out with me is that bad, because I'm doing this shit on a regular basis, clearly. But we went to Loafers. I used to know everybody at Loafers, so I didn't have to pay for drinks.
Oh, man.
They got me, like, wasted. And, you know, afterwards, I got my concealed carry. And even when I didn't have my concealed carry, I would just, like, you know, have guns. And, like, I just was like, oh, window down. I feel great. You want to try it? She's like,
I'm good.
And I'm like, okay. Just letting it go. And, yeah, she was not up for that. And I think like apparently I tried to fight somebody at the bar. I'm not gonna say that I'm a great fighter. I'm not gonna say that I'm a good fighter.
Especially when we drunk, it's kind of
all difficult. I know is that I am willing to fight when I have alcohol in my system. And I have this thing about me where I'm just like, did he try to play me?
Yo, the same way.
Is he trying to play me? And everybody be like, no, Ink, he's not trying to play you. He's not trying to play you.
I think he was trying to play me.
I think he's trying to play me. You think I'm a bitch or something? Like,
you ain't see what I just seen.
Right. Like, the fuck? What? He tried to play me. And like, next thing you know, it's like, yeah. And like, it takes me a minute to come down, but like, so like apparently like that right there just rubbed her the wrong way. And like the next day, I was just like, oh, let me check on Shorty real quick. Right. No need. Well, I don't think I could. I think she blocked or deleted. You know, she did something beautifully in the system where I could not contact her. Wow. But the email came through proper.
And
that shit was just like, hey, after further, you know, understanding our situation, I realized that it is not congruent or conduent or whatever that C word is.
Conducive.
Conducive for us to be affiliated and like, you know, work together. Like, they sent me my video for my TV show perfectly, but it was just like, no. we can no longer work with you in this capacity. Wow. And like that wasn't my wake up call for like, you know, to stop alcohol. But it should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's interesting too, because I think like Free Ink, like meant sort of like once you've made the transition, like was meant freedom.
That was,
right?
yeah.
It was freedom,
Yeah.
right? And like I keep thinking about like second chances. Right?
Yeah.
Like I keep thinking about like this concept of, it's funny because before I did research on you, this has been on my mind. So I feel like this is super full circle now, like second chances of, righting the wrongs of what you've done, but not forgetting what you've done.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
you never forget.
You never forget.
The world won't forget.
The world won't forget. And they will
Yeah.
remind you as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
But it's about sort of making peace with what is the past and knowing that you will never sort of repeat that because of what you've learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, just think about second chances. Like, you formed, like, InkPath, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, to me, went, like, hand in hand of, like, being able to, like, covering tattoos that really showed the past in a way that people wanted to, get rid of. Like, they don't forget it because they know it's always really skin deep, really.
Right.
But it's like, and I mean that in the deep skin deep, you know what I mean?
I like the point.
But it's also like an ode to like what's coming in the future. Like it's like reminiscing and understanding the past and accepting the past, but like looking forward to where you're going, in your life. And talk about InkPath a little bit because I know that like that's your baby, right?
InkPath, she's freaking beautiful. We got like a surplus of like so many people trying to get all these gangster tattoos removed, not removed, covered up. But I work with this company called Removery, and I'm working with them right now as well to remove all my tattoos so I can start over. So if you got like tear tattoos or something like that, like you can't cover that. We can cover it.
Sure.
But that would be just asinine. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger tear.
Right. A bigger tear. But what I did was with Removery, they're willing to remove, like your stupid face tattoo.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? To help you out, opposed to me just throwing like a big ass star over it. Like, or something like that. So like that helped out tremendously, and it makes it feel more comfortable because you'll be surprised. There's so many face tattoo people that you probably just ignore because you're just like, oh, you're a face tattoo person. You're either ghetto. You're either
a killer.
Killer.
That's what they all say.
Man,
Tekashi 6ix9ine has face tattoos, and he's neither of those.
Oh my god.
So,
But craziest thing, I was with my ex-wife at a Jehovah's Witness convention.
Really?
And I got face tattoos.
Yeah.
Everybody is just like, oh, how you doing, Ink? Hey, Ink. Hey. A fucking, I want to say Honduran or whatever his Spanish nationality was.
Sure.
Walks out the bathroom with the big ass MS-13 on his face.
Oh man.
And that's the fucking gang that cuts off
Yeah,
heads and
they
shit like that.
beheading niggas.
And so like when he walks out the bathroom, I'm just like,
You clutched your bro?
Like I'm just like, let me not get in this fucking dude's space. Let him walk freely for real.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like, hey brother. And I'm like, ooh. You don't want to be touching his shoulder.
Don't
like
touch
that. And like no faking it, nothing. I'm talking about big ass MS-13,
He real.
dark as a bitch.
Yeah, he real.
On his fucking face.
That's
but
crazy.
He converted to a Jehovah's Witness.
Wow.
And like
second chances.
Everybody's just like, hey brother, and I'm just like he walking past, and I'm just like, I'm asleep. But everybody's just like, brother.
That's hilarious.
That shit is wild. But yes, with Removery, they're willing to like remove those things opposed to like trying to fucking throw big ass flowers over MS-13
Sure.
on his face. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably
it makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense for sure.
But like I'm loving the work that I've done, loving the future work that's coming for me to like help these people out. I've had some fucking heartbreakers. Like the one guy came through and he was like, I'm just happy because my son is gonna see me for the first time without this tattoo on me. He gonna see me with this great tattoo that you're about to give me. And he's like, and I stopped doing drugs. And I stopped drinking.
Wow.
And I stopped doing this. And I'm like,
wow.
that's what's up. I did the fucking tattoo. I walk up the street towards Lexington Market. This nigga like leaning up against the building like,
hey yo. Oh man.
And I'm like, bitch.
Damn.
I'm not mad because the tattoo was still moisturized.
Sure.
I did. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you fucking hide kind of hurt my heart. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Because you
knew
knew what his life was going to be when he left out
you
there.
could have easily not have said that part.
Yeah, right.
I did not
exactly.
ask you to give me a testimony about what you about to do once you get this tattoo.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you.
And then when I seen you high on the corner, it would have been okay.
It would have been
And she
okay.
was like, yo, I don't do drugs no more.
Wow.
I don't bang no more. I don't drink no more. And then like your ass just like
slumped over. Man.
Like, gosh, that hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can definitely imagine. I mean, and speaking of like heartbreakers, I mean, like your life is pretty, like you said, you're in a sort of stability stage now. You've like dealt with a lot of things in the past. You still deal with PTSD and depression, of course, but like I would say, you know, from what I'm hearing and even the positive outlook you have, there's sort of this positivity that radiates off of you.
Therapy.
I mean, you know,
We all need fucking therapy.
Yes, you're reading my notes.
No. Well, part of my comedy skit, part of my thing that I do is like, dudes, like your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, your significant other cannot be your therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain parts that they can help you with.
Yeah.
They can push you in the right direction, but if you've been punching kittens all your fucking life,
I mean, it's gonna do something to you.
It's gonna do something to you, and like they can't help you with that part. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you need a professional. You know what I'm saying? To like fucking put the wind beneath your wings. Like, we all need therapy. Yeah. And even if you feel like you lived a grand life, you still need therapy. We all need that shit, man.
That's a gem, man.
And like I tell everybody in my comedy set, I'm like, you need therapy. Yeah. Go get you some therapy.
Find a therapist.
Yes.
100%.
We all need that shit.
Yeah, I mean, just to sort of kind of speak about some of the things that, you know, I was mentioning, like, you know, some occurrences that may not have happened, allegedly, but probably not allegedly, because I think you can attest to it. Like, you had the health department called on you, like, you know what I mean, like, everything was up to standard, everything was fine, but
the health department, I done had the cops show up at my spot sometimes.
Saying people are selling drugs.
Yeah. Man.
Even somebody dumping trash out front, right? Like,
I get blamed for the dump trash. I get blamed for selling drugs at my shop. I get blamed for, so my clientele is, I want to say, at least 80 to 95% women.
Sure.
So they was like, oh, we got prostitution ring going in there.
Oh, here we go.
Cool thing is my the building owner. Not the building management. The building management ain't shit. But the building owner, he'll call me on my phone and be like, Ink, are you running prostitutes into that?
Damn, they call
me. I'm like, no, Ken. I have no prostitutes to run in and out of the shop.
I mean, they do call you the Don.
The Don.
I'm just saying.
Hey, and if I bring it back, I probably still wouldn't admit it, but it was just like, you know, are you running drugs out of there? And I'm like, if I was running drugs out of there, you think I would be behind on my rent? Yeah. Like, come on. Like, that don't even make sense, man.
I would pay you double.
Right. So you can shut the fuck up.
So don't call me next month.
Like, yeah, man. But, like, they be calling for, like, any reasons. Like, and I'd be like, come on.
Yeah.
They done talk about, like, they done seen, like, weapons flashed in there. They done seen women doing drugs and selling, you know, ass. They done said, like, all these type of things about me. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to do fucking tattoos. Yeah. But, like, what they don't understand is that when they fucking call these people, that's, like, a major setback for me. Yeah. Now I gotta fucking, get myself together. And, like, because, like, this world doesn't give you any grace. Yeah. Or any allowances. For yourself. Yeah. So I'm already like scrambling and trying to get money, but you know what I'm saying, now I gotta deal with the fact that people don't want to come because they think we're dealing drugs. Yeah. Or, you know, they think we selling ass and shit. And like, if I was honestly, I would be really, really more successful at it than what you were saying. But no, it's just that most of my female friends, I can say female friends like that, right? Sure. Because I'm really big on, like, women. Don't call them females. Women. My women friends are really, really beautiful. And, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them will take your breath away by looking at them. But, like, I'm not selling nothing. I'm not doing nothing bad. I'm just trying to do these tattoos. And
just have nice-looking people around me. Yeah. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Mean Girl, my sweets. Yeah. I got a bunch of them fucking beautiful, like, oh, my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I just have, I have beautiful women around me, and for sure. And like, you know, I guess that's like normal, not normal for like, you know, Baltimore business owners for real. But like, I like beautiful people for real. Yeah. And that shit just makes you feel good.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, a bitch smile and she got the little teeth on the side. Like, I don't know why Baltimore bitches lose that tooth on the side for real. And that shit just be crazy to me.
That's unintentionally some of the funniest thing I fucking heard this year. That is the missing teeth on the two sides.
That shit.
Oh my god, that is the funniest shit ever.
Well, we gotta start a support group. Cause we need to fix that. I don't like that, yo. I do not like that.
Yo. Oh my god, yo. I need to come to the comedy show. Okay, so we kind of I gotta finish this one stream of things because not to keep it sort of in a melancholy. We talked about sort of the struggles you had to deal with in the running a shop and getting those things done to you, right? But like you've also dealt with loss too, right? Like I know, first of all, we also did an interview with City of God, Shadow City of Gods.
Yeah. And
Smash was one of the biggest, figures in City of Gods ever, but also, he's a really dear friend to you.
That was definitely one of my dudes.
Yeah.
One of my biggest heartbreaks was my shop. I used to deal with a coke habit, alcohol habit, pill habit, bitches habit, and it was taking a toll. And normally Smash would be like my relief. Like when he would call, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm trying to get tatted," and I'm like, "Nigga, come through. I got you." That shit would just make me so happy for real. But the world took a toll on me this one time, and he hit me up, and I was just looking at my phone ring, and I was just like, I can't answer right now, because if I answer, I'm not gonna be my normal self. I can't be happy right now.
Right.
It was just where the world had me. You know what I'm saying? I owed money. Everybody wanted my blood.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm sorry, Smash. I cannot answer the phone. I'm looking at this shit just ring, and I was just like, I can't, because whatever you say, I can't respond nicely. And so I didn't answer the phone right then and there. And next thing you know, it was just a few days passed, and it was just people text me "Oh, your homeboy got killed," and I'm like, which one? And you know what I'm saying? They was Smash, and I'm like, he got killed. Ain't nobody kill my Smash for real.
That's
and
crazy.
no, he died. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. I was like, ain't nobody gonna kill Smash. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time I was a hothead for real. So I was like, I'm up for the action.
Yeah.
I don't know who I need to call to get down with the team to go fucking slide.
You're not alone.
But I was like, I'm down.
Yeah.
But it was just nah, ain't nobody gonna kill Smash. And nah, ain't nobody kill Smash. But real, nature took Smash.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that for real. I had a tattoo artist that died, and he died from an overdose. And I was like, I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? Because we died. Tattoo artists is I'm not sure if you ever seen movies, but Ninja Assassin and all that shit, we get killed. Capone, the tattoo artist off of Bel Air Road, he caught a knife to the head. You know what I'm saying? We just be in dumb shit just because.
Man.
We don't think that it's gonna happen to us or whatever, so we be like, I'm a tattoo artist. What? But now they be killing us for real. And so when he passed, I was just like, I'm up for the fucking badness, but they was nah, he died from natural causes. And I was cool with that. And I'm like, that's way better than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, rest in peace, Smash, man.
Rest in peace, Smash. And I'm I feel
legend.
the fucking city is not in the nature of rehashing or just bring his music back.
Yeah,
let's do this.
I always bump Smash, of course.
The one thing that I am extremely happy for, and I it makes me feel good, is that his mural has never been tarnished.
Yeah.
And when I ride past it, I'm like, "What up, Smash?" And there's nobody decided to let me. The nigga R Long did not put his name over Smash's face.
That nigga name everywhere.
Right, and I appreciate that for real. Man, that right there does a number for me to see that his face has not been tarnished.
Yeah, for sure. Forever Smash, man.
Yeah, man.
There's only one king. Man. And not to, I mean, this is where I kind of. This is where I don't want to get super sad. I mean, you lost your mom as well.
I did.
Rest in peace to your mom. And I know, we talked about therapy. We talked about, getting your mental state, as positive as you can, and you know, getting yourself in whatever place you need to be mentally. Like, how was that experience losing your mom? Because I know that's like,
man. So the crazy thing is my ex-wife would tell you, and I've come to terms with this, is that she was like, I'm a bad person portraying good. And with that notion, I was like, I can take anything. And like, you know, we got a phone call, my whole entire family, they was like, you know, mom's is gonna die in 6 months. And so we all flew down to Texas to like be there with her in the hospital initially. This is like, you know, day 1 of the 6 months start. And they was like, she gonna need somebody to be here with her. And I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then like I was like thinking about it, like, oh, if I say I'm doing it, that means I'm a finder. You know what I'm saying? And that was like really, really crazy. I thought that because I was the most heartless and I want to say like the most gangster, like, you know, if you was to ask my family, like, who would you think that would shoot like the president in the face? They would like, Ink. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they would point to me for real. And so I was just like, I can handle this. I can handle this.
Yeah.
And like, if you was to talk to my therapist, they'll be like, they'll tell you. I was like, man, I want my life to stop playing out like a movie. The day before my mother passed, I had a tattoo van. I had a van, a fucking bus. Yeah. I converted into a tattoo shop. I'm driving down to Texas with all of my things, all of my belongings from Baltimore. Yeah. To get to Texas. Yeah. I decided to go see the Young Dolph Memorial in Memphis, which was out of my way. But I was like, I love Dolph. I'm going to see Dolph. Went to go see his fucking memorial. After I seen that, I get back on the road, heading back down to Texas. I get 100 miles away from my house. All of a sudden, I'm stepping on the gas, and that bitch just goes like blank. Like I'm stepping on the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and there's no rev. Wow. So, and I'm in the fast lane, so I got this big ass bus, and it's probably carrying, I want to say, probably like another like 3,000 worth of pounds of my shit. Cause I got a nigga that steals shit. I got a fucking piano on my bus. Oh shit. I don't know where he got it from, but I got a piano on my bus. And I was like, I'm about to paint this bitch when I get to Texas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I scoot all the way over. I pull over, chilling. My mother and like our next door neighbor, and he like, where you at? I'm like, listen, if you get on this highway and you just drive to the first Spaghetti Junction, you're gonna see me. They had the hardest time finding me. And on top of me driving down there, I got my sister had somebody that was like, oh, we got these Doberman Pinschers, puppies. My mother was like, what? I had a Doberman Pinscher when I was young. Y'all don't even remember the Doberman Pinscher, do y'all? She like, give me that dog. I got a Doberman Pinscher puppy with me. And it's 112. Woo. And that was light in Texas. Yeah. But I'm like, all right, I need to walk to this fucking mechanic spot after the fucking bus broke down. Yeah. I'm like, I can't leave the dog in there or this dog gonna die. Of course not. So I got a brand new dog that don't know how to walk on a leash. Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out how to get this fucking bus together. I'm talking to people in Baltimore. They like, oh, you just need transmission fluid. You put transmission fluid, that bitch is gonna work. I go buy transmission fluid, come back, that shit ain't work. Man. I'm talking to my family, my mother, and she like, we on our way, baby. I'm like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, fucking 2 hours passed. I'm like, Mom, it's 100 miles. Like, y'all should be around somewhere near. I don't see nothing. And next thing you know, like, you know, I got so frustrated. I'm like, Ma, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna make it home regardless. Yeah. Go home. She like, what you mean? I'm like, go home. Yeah. And she like, but no. But I'm like, Ma, just go home. And like we had like a little beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? I sent my mother home. We stayed at the fucking motel, me and the dog. The next day, I couldn't get the fucking bus running. And I was just like, fuck it. I got that bitch towed. I had insurance, but they were like, yeah, no, there's something not right with this insurance. We can't tell you. You can pay for it right now. I'm like, if I could pay for it right now, you think I would be like asking for like to speak to manager or some shit like that? Anyway, hey, yo, that shit didn't work out. Ended up getting that bitch towed like a day later. Like some shit worked out where they was able to tow it. But anyway, I fucking make it home. and me and my mother, and she like, hey babe, what you about to do? I'm like, I don't know. Why? What's up?
Yeah.
And I'm like talking to my mother like this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I went and got like my nails done or some shit like that. I remember talking to like my ex-wife, and like when I went back home, I like ended up going to sleep, and like, you know what I'm saying, I could have swore, or it might be just my psyche playing on me.
Sure.
But I think I heard her choking in the middle of the night. But I was so tired from what I've done and been through, I didn't respond like I normally would.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, a fucking bill collector called me, and I'm like walking, like, what? And they're like, yeah, you owe. And I'm like, Mom, why you bent over like that? Like, that don't even make, that look like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Mom, sit up. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm like, hold on, lady. And I'm like, Mom. And like, when I went to go grab her body, that shit was cold. Lifted her back. Her eyes were like, you know, white.
Wow.
And it was just like, oh. Miss, you might want to hang up. And she was like, yo.
Yeah.
And she just like hung up for real. And I was just like, you know, I like touched my mother one type of way. And like, she like spat out blood. And I was just like, oh, okay. I thought I was prepared for this.
Wow.
I was not.
Nobody could be.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane to
It
think
was.
about, right?
It definitely was. And this is crazy. Hopefully, like, my family members don't listen to your podcast. Because I don't want them. I never shared this with them because I was like, I went down there, I signed up for this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm supposed to eat this as, like, the sin eater. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mine. I'm not going to bring them into this world because it was a lot. And so, like, you know, I called my sister. She, like, burst out crying. I think, like, she shared it with my brothers and them, and I wasn't able to, like, talk to them for real. But I was like, yeah, let's get her cremated. And she was like, that's not what she wanted. And I was like, yeah, I don't think she expected to die like this. So, like, you know, they don't know, like, the way she looked in the casket was how I found her. Like, they didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, like, that was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, she's not my pretty mother. Like, this is still her dead face. This is still this. This is still that. But my sister was like, no, she did not want to be cremated. And I was just like, okay. But, like, you know, I just ate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that shit was just crazy. And, like, I don't think anybody's supposed to go through that for real.
Yeah. Man, condolences, man. That's, like...
Thank you.
Man, and, like, you know... I mean, you know, I know you're not, like, super religious, but, you know, you got my prayers. You know what I mean? You got my support.
Oh, I
like,
still collect all them joints for
you know
real.
what I mean?
Because that shit is, like, needed. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy that y'all put into a prayer. The good vibes, the feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't pray for people to die. And I don't think it worked because there's no good feelings with it. But, like, when y'all be praying for people to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel better and,
For sure.
and be uplifted.
Yeah,
Like
I'm sending all good energy.
Yeah,
away.
it goes that
I'm sending
way.
all good energy away.
And I feel like with negativity, it's all the way down. So it's like, how can you expect it to, like, you know, catch wind and, like, take life?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
100%.
I'm saying? I'm praying that this person fucking dies by
a meteorite.
that shit ain't gonna do too much for real. But,
no, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and I want to kind of get on a lighter note, man, because, you know, like, you know, and speaking of sort of, I guess, sending out good energy and removing negative energy, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a thing called the do not tattoo list.
Oh my god!
Because that's what I think about when I think about removing negativity. That is exactly what that is. The do not tattoo list is like, I'm not at all.
I'm gonna put it out there because, like, now life is way better. So at one point, New Jersey was on that list.
Hey, yo.
The entire continent of New Jersey. And I'm separating them niggas from the rest of us. Because they are some special type niggas.
You and Chief Keef hate New Jersey. That's something you have in
I
common.
still to this day, listen, Joe Buttons is a great rapper.
Wait, like, Lauryn Hill from Jersey, ain't she?
Yes.
I think Lauryn Hill is Jersey. I think she's
get
Jersey.
A pass. But no, listen. Joe Buttons is a great rapper.
Yeah. Great rapper, yeah.
But I want to say, was it the RZA or the Jizza? But they said those who can't draw the crowd are still tracing.
I think that was
the RZA.
I think that
The RZA. It was the RZA.
I think it was RZA.
Yeah. And so Joe Buttons does not deserve to talk about anybody who can rap. But his old rap music was really, really great.
Yeah.
But I met a bunch of clients from New Jersey, and they were freaking atrocious. They were horrible. I'm from upstate New York.
Yeah, of course.
I am used to the fast-speaking person trying to get over.
Yep.
Jersey people. Like, if New York speaks on a level of 10 speed, Jersey speaks on like a level of 7. But they think that they're getting over on you. So it was just like, nigga, I hear you. And it does not make sense for me to take this deal.
So that's all of Jersey now.
That was all of Jersey.
You put all of Jersey on the list.
Yes.
Like,
it was only from like 2 niggas for real. And I was just like, I'm done with Jersey. So I used to be like, seriously, if you are from Jersey or if you are on the do not tattoo list, do not contact me.
Yeah. What if somebody, all right, so let's say that list is in full prime right now. And say I walk into the shop, right? Mm-hmm. What could I do to get on the do not tattoo list?
So, I did this nigga tattoo the other day. No, not the other day. Probably like a few months ago.
Yeah, allegedly.
He got his logo put on his arm, and it had what I call artistic breaks.
Okay.
And so it's like little spaces where like this line might not connect to this line, but I got shading in between it and all this other type of stuff.
Okay.
So it's like still a complete tattoo, but like I just made it seem like, oh, the artist did his thing. He was like, hey, a couple more people saw my tattoo. They like, oh, it looks so good, but why it's not finished and stuff like that. And he was like, man, you remember I tipped you? And I'm like, yes. He was like, yeah. Can I get like a little bit of my tip back?
No, you did not. Just ask me that.
Bro, I tell you. So the first time he did that, I was like, you crazy. Hey, get out my shop. I'm not in the mood right now. We can talk about this later. Next thing you know, he just came by the other day. Yeah. And he said some shit like, yeah, I just got done paying Sadai X. You know Sadai X, of course. Yeah. And I was like, I don't care. But he was just like, yeah. And like bitches looking at my tattoo talking about like it ain't finished or whatever. And you think by any chance I can get some of my tip back? Yeah, I understand. He tipped me $20.
What the fuck?
So I'm just like, what the fuck do you really want me to do? Am I supposed to bust out a 10? Or something like that? And be like, hey, my bad, dude. Here you go. And so, he caught me at a bad moment. Yeah. And so all I saw was red. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna play with you.
I'm not in the mood right now.
Get the fuck out my shop. And he was like, huh? I'm like, yo, you need to get the fuck out right now.
You heard me the first time.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you need to get out right now. Bro. Because like, no. Boy, first of all, you was haggling me on the price. You tipped me a little bit. Like, I got people that get fucking big ass fucking tattoos. Yeah. And they fucking tip me. Like, I'm surprised. You just dropped $1,000 and you tip me.
Probably tap out sessions, right?
Oh, I'm too old for tap out sessions.
Oh, you too old?
It just tattoos cost money.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They tip me after that and I'm just like, bless your heart. This nigga tipped me $20 and been talking about getting some of his tip back.
That's insane.
For like a month.
That's insane.
So like literally, I just lost it last week, and I was just like, "Yo, get the fuck out my shop, yo! Please get out my shop before it gets bad."
It's so funny because the setup is like, "Yeah, man, you know,
I just paid X. I just paid X. So and I'm like,
and you know, people looked at my tattoo, and you know, they was like, "Dang, why it's not finished?" And you know. I just wondered if I can get a little bit.
Boy, first of all, you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no fans.
It was like the 3 business days with the Kevin Hart joke. It was like, you know, because I got to do the checking and the savings. But, you know, I ain't going to have it until 3 business days.
Boy, I was like, yo, and like, I'm trying to tell you, I had customer service skills up the yin yang. Yeah. I seriously was like, yo, get the fuck out my shop.
Yeah, that would send me over too.
I was like, yo, I'm not playing with you, yo. Seriously, get out, please. Please get the fuck out my shop, yo. Oh, and I'm like, don't come back. Yeah. We're not friends. Like, I don't know if you understand this, but
I need you to read my face and my lips.
Like, there's no coolness with us, yo.
Do not tattoo list.
I don't mind you not looking my direction when I walk. Like, don't. We're not fucking friends, yo. Yeah. Like, get the fuck out my shop. And like, he got out. And
do not tattoo list. Go ahead.
Come through, And the first time I tattooed her was COVID, and it was in my basement at my house off of over on the west side.
Okay.
I didn't know this. She come with her homegirl. Mm-hmm. And my rule was you could not use my bathroom in my house because I had my daughter and my wife.
Oh, I think I know this story.
Yeah. And so she's fucking chain smoking with another girl.
Yeah. And
like the one girl comes to me and she's like, "Hey, I know you said I can't, but can I use the bathroom? Because this baby's pushing on my stomach."
Mm-hmm.
These bitches chain smoking cigarettes.
And she's
back
pregnant.
To back.
And didn't she request to get a tattoo right then?
Yes. So she's like, well, first of all, I let her use the bathroom.
Right.
And
sure,
first of all, I gotta go talk to my wife, and I'm like,
let me just tell you real quick what's going on.
She's pregnant. And she needs to use the bathroom. Is that okay? And she was like, yes. Yeah. But you know, I'm like, I know. Yep. I know.
You ain't got to tell
and
me.
I'm like, as soon as she's done, I'm going to bleach the toilet and do everything that I've been doing to protect us from COVID.
Of course, yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Oh.
I got guns, bullets, and gas masks for the fucking family.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And then when I fucking get my bunker, I got to make sure that y'all in there. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga,
we gotta
appreciate
continue
you
with this fucking podcast.
Yeah, we do. Because I have so much more I can mention.
So don't be afraid. Yeah. $32 off of Amazon. Get y'all a gas mask.
I will.
And you guys can still carry?
I am in the process. But
it was because like if I did not know about what's been happening going on, and I see you and your girl, you and your fiance with y'all gas masks on, I'm gonna try to take your gas mask.
Yeah, true.
But that's when you unzip and pop.
Hey, bang, bang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Non-fatal.
Of course, yeah.
You know
it's a kneecap or two, you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. With the non-walking. But no, what I'm saying is, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
You can brandish it.
Right,
sure. Like, don't try to take our masks.
Sure. Right.
Like, that's the whole point of it.
For sure. But bleaching toilets because COVID.
Yes.
Right.
Bleaching toilets and all that type of shit. They should have come back down. And I'm tattooing the one girl. And so I did not know that when I walked the pregnant girl upstairs, she's taking some type of drug. So they see I come back down there, I'm tattooing her, and she's just like, I feel nauseous. Is this normal? And I'm like, no.
It's not. No.
And she's just like, I can't catch my breath. I can't do this right now. And I'm like, all right, you got an hour left.
Yeah.
We can do this hour later. All right? I don't want you to die here.
100%.
I send them on their way, and she come back to my shop on Utah Street.
Yeah.
Fucking, she got this tissue in her hand. I'm doing her tattoo, and she's like, can I get a cross on my neck? I'm like, no. She's like, can you put my grandmother's name on my... I'm like, no.
I'm good.
I got you for an hour, and I got other people scheduled after you.
Yeah.
And also, if I said her tattoo was at 10 o'clock...
Yeah.
She showed up at 11. She was like, I just thought like within that hour of 10, I could show up. No.
Where does that make sense?
Never. But that's what she did. And I spoke to all my other clients, and I was like, yo, this bitch is special. If y'all can understand this. And they was like, true. And then when she got there, she showed that she was special.
Yeah.
So they was like, go ahead, homie. So I gave her a tattoo.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, she ended up leaving. She called me, like, I want to say within, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'm like, can I help you?
Right.
Because, like, I was in the process of blocking her number. And she, like, I dropped my medicine in your trash. And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't see no pill bottle. I ain't see. She's like, yeah, I know for a fact I dropped my medicine in your trash. She came back. And I'm like, oh, here goes some gloves. Yeah. She dumpster dived my trash can
no, she didn't.
With no gloves.
No,
and I'm talking like, she's like, seriously, like, and I got to the point where I gave her another trash can so she can finish ciphering it. She found her tissue and was just like, I found my medicine. And I'm like, oh, you want some hand sanitizer? She's like, no, I'm good. Thank you so much. And I'll call you when I'm ready to get my next tattoo.
Excuse
and I was like, oh, yes.
me?
Yes, definitely call me. Because I was like, as soon as she leaves.
I'm blocking.
You're blocked. Ultimately blocked. She left, got her blocked, and like I just seen it in my phone. Your phone shows you like your whole entire block list.
Yeah.
And it was like druggy bitch. Like, don't answer.
You know exactly what it is.
I was like, damn,
man.
I understand this druggy bitch. Don't
That's
answer.
crazy. I feel like I can sit here and talk for a long time, honestly. Like, this has been a great conversation. This is one of my favorite interviews. On God, top 3, probably not 3. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there.
I appreciate you.
I will ask you one more final question
before
we get there, before we kind of wrap up.
Let's go.
September. Yeah,
the speakers in here.
Yeah. You didn't know.
Right.
So, September 2021. Sydney and Her Magic Blanket.
Yes, my book. Oh, I'm gonna cry in the car. That's what I'm gonna do.
That'd be the best prize for real. In the car,
Yeah.
I get that working.
No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The mother joint almost had me.
Yeah.
You got you got some key stuff. You got some key stuff.
I work
hard,
man.
Sydney and Her Magic Blanket, man. Yeah. My daughter, she freaking loves her book. My daughter is an extension of me.
Yeah.
She freaking loves the fact that I am infatuated with her. So anything that I do for her and about her, she is just like so in awe. The only reason why I got this eye in the middle of my hand is because she didn't answer when I was like, "Do you want me to put your face or whatever?" I want in the middle of my hand.
I don't know if you noticed how I started the interview with the eye, and then
we come back to it full circle, boy.
Yeah. Just
hey, listen.
on, man.
If it was up to me, we would have you on a major network.
Man, I appreciate that.
We're working on that. All right,
for real.
Listen,
for real. I appreciate you. Cause she didn't answer.
Hosting and shit like that.
Of course, I host. I host everything. Yeah.
So I got this
host
one thing.
If I did this. It was
I
crazy.
got this one thing I'm working on. It's called the Black Tattoo Artist Meetup.
Okay. Yeah.
You can host that bitch.
I love
my birthday party.
When?
I'm him comedy show. My birthday is June 12th.
I
know you know. I know you know. I know you know.
Oh, the comedy thing. When is the comedy show?
What's your fiance's rising moon?
What is your rising moon?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know what her actual zodiac is.
That's major. I'm just saying. I was just trying to.
She knows mine. I don't even know what mine is.
Only because you're so on that, like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Listen, you demonstrated a skill. Like, you like that the white dude from Taken.
Oh man, wait, Liam Neeson?
Yeah, you possess a certain amount of skills. And I think like the world needs to know about these for real. So like anything that I got going on, you are definitely affiliated with because
man, I appreciate
need everybody to know who you are for real.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got my children's book. I just got it remastered. Redesigned, not redesigned, but more formatted correctly.
Sure.
Me, my homeboy WOWInkBoy, he's a beautiful artist. We set out to do it. We did not know what the fuck we were doing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roby because Roby paid for I want to say like 1,000 copies of that bitch, and they got burnt because they weren't edited correctly, and they was still gonna come back flawed. But the company that we ordered through was like, we don't do that. If you make a mistake, we just burn the copies that you know what I'm saying. And so but. Whatever. I'm gonna re-release that one by June.
Okay.
Because I promised my daughter that we're gonna work on her next story. It's supposed to be like Sydney and her underwater adventures, and she was like, "Daddy, everybody's a mermaid, and you're a merman." And I was like, "Yeah."
All right, hey man, that's lit.
We got the story already, so I was like, "All right, let's go." So I gotta redo her Sydney and Her Magic Blanket, and then it's already redone. I gotta present it to the world, and then we're coming out with the Sydney and her Sydney's underwater adventure, where we're all mermaids and merwomen.
Fire, a sequel.
Mermaids, yeah, or merthems, merthats,
merpeople,
merthose, yeah,
merthose, right? Yeah. I mean. True, those.
Funny shit is that who was it? Was it R. Kelly that was like a wet like a merman? was it R. Kelly? Worst shit in the world, but like yes, I think he was the first one to coin phrase that like a wet like a merman.
It was coined by R. Kelly. What history did we just learn just now?
Man, I'm 40, man. Born in '83. This shit's real.
Man. All right, so in wrapping this up, because this is going to be a 2-part interview, I can tell.
You got as many parts as you want. So yeah, let's wrap it up.
So in wrapping and closing, other than the sequel to the children's book and of course the re-release, what are some of the things we can expect from InkBoy in the next year? The next 2 years, 3 years.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
First of all, my homeboy, that's a blood.
Okay.
He's my dude. Great guy. I got a lot of bad people.
It's all subjective. It's subjective.
No, it's all subjective. But like no. So my homeboy Matt, he's working on music.
Yeah.
And he just had this one song called "Carry Out," and I was like, I want to get on that one, but he was like, the producer won't do something. But he was like, he got another beat for me, so I'm about to go back into music again.
Okay, cool.
Maryland's Fine Art Museum in Hagerstown, Washington County. They're having a tattoo exhibit, and I'm in there, and I'm tattooing at their tattoo expo.
Fire.
Yes. What else? I got my. So I'm working on several movies. One of my movies is called Emma. Mm-hmm. Emma's about a doll who is encased with the spirit, the essence of the daughter of a god.
Yeah.
From Africa. We're working on that right now with H2O Media. La Familia's soundstage. That's like the house that we're working out of.
Yeah.
And H2O Media is who they are, who they created. We're working together with that. Yeah, I got some movie ideas. I got some shorts that I'm filming on my own. Desi Alexander, he's working on some shit. He got his competition coming up on the 8th that I gotta go win.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta
go win. Yeah,
you gotta smoke that.
That's my dude. But I never wanted to like ask for a handout.
Right.
Even though I love to like shortchange and like, use my abilities.
Yeah.
Like you'll be surprised. I done won in places I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I done fucking got jobs. I done got.
Sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna promote this guy, and they like what? Why? You know what I'm saying? All because of my connections.
Yeah.
But I did not want to use my connections when it came to this comedy. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily been like, Desi, come see me do comedy here.
Right.
I was like, no, I want my comedy to make its way to him.
Yeah,
and you know he's having a fucking comedy competition. So I was like, okay, I gotta go kill everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's gonna be like my thing, where I like curtsy. And I say like I want to dedicate this murder.
Yeah.
And then I just pick somebody's name. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Shout out Desi Alexander too, because those I remember seeing like 2 shorts you guys put out a while ago, like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Of like there was one, it was like with the brownies. It had LSD in it.
Yes.
And then it was one where it's like when you cheat on your tattoo artist and you like tattoo like.
Well, no, he cheated on me and didn't use me in that one.
Right. Yeah. So I mean.
It's okay. I'm not gonna bring that up, Desi. He did. But just know
blame me.
It's fresh up there.
Blame me. I'll take the smoke, man. Yeah. But man, you heard it first, man. WOWInkBoy is in the building.
Mike on the mic.
Absolutely appreciate the time sitting with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to come down and do your show at my shop.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come on, man. Ain't nothing but a thing.
And I was listening.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
I'm gonna cater it. Somebody. My homegirl with the bakery, we can have a bunch of Codetta, because I keep adding the R. Cordetta's Bake Shop. All right.
Oh, tap in.
Yeah, so we can have her do like the sweets. I'll get y'all some fucking crabs. We make everybody come down to the shop.
That's so generous.
I know that's how you get Baltimore niggas. Like,
you know I love me some crabs.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you some crabs. Niggas be like,
come on, man. Say your last,
man. What else you want?
I'm a picker. Man. Come on, man. He said my language, man.
I'm gonna get you a seafood bag. You know what I'm saying? With the
seafood bag and a bottle of tequila. Come on, man. But man, I just super appreciate you sitting with me. You know, it was an honor, you know, sitting in front of you because you've done so much and like you've accomplished so much with not just your tattoo work, but like everything you've put your hands in. It's been like super creative and super like. You know, I think inspiring for me seeing, you know, just you being creative and knowing that there are people still in Baltimore that really value that creativity level and they can like really push the sort of the envelope for what we can see for the future. And it inspires me. Just know it inspires me just looking at your story. And I just appreciate you sitting here with me. And I know that this is not just the beginning. Like this is the beginning of the beginning, right? Like it's so much more.
You gonna be there. I gotta make sure that you're there,
man.
And
that's love,
you
man.
got me. Like I'm now one of your people. So you know what I'm saying?
I accept, man. I appreciate you, man. That's love, man. And man, you heard it first, man. WOWInkBoy is in the building. Tell them one more time where the audience can follow you.
Hey, my tattoo shop is called Circa Ink.
Yep.
CIRCAINK, Baltimore. That's our Instagram page.
Yep.
My page is WOWInkBoy, WOWInkBoy. I love that name because everybody thinks it sounds like wild. But no, it's just wild.
This is wild.
This is WOWInkBoy. But like, yeah. Got a bunch of shit coming up. I'll definitely be back here because this feels too comfortable.
The door is always open.
Too comfortable, man. But now I'm bringing y'all down to my spot with
the
crabs.
Hell yeah.
You want a seafood bag? You know what's crazy? I'm allergic to Old Bay.
Really?
I'm from New York.
I mean,
I'm
you're
saying.
literally allergic to obey, or you just don't like it.
No, I'm allergic to
Yo,
obey.
that's crazy.
And like we done broke down the components that make obey.
Yeah.
And like I don't know why. I can see all that
You
shit.
can do it individually,
when it's together.
but like,
I would fucking die if I do
yo,
obey.
that's insane. That's actually insane. And you know, I know so much more for you, and I'll leave you finally, like I do every interview, with one short, sacred Baltimore proverb, and that is, keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you, man. Once again, it's your boy Mike on the mic from the Vibe
Mike
Perspective
on the mic.
Podcast. What's happening with my guys at Ground 3 Radio? DJ OK, man, calling that 443-377-1872. Again, the number is 443-377-1872. Leave a message about WOWInkBoy, about Circa Inc., about anything that he's done in the past, anyone of his
Nothing
creative.
bad.
None of that.
Nothing bad.
I mean, you know. Allegedly.
Allegedly nothing bad.
Man, next interview is coming up soon. Keep it locked for Vibe Studios at Ground 3, man. Let's keep the vibe alive, man. Peace. We out here.
It's your boy Inkboy the Don, chilling at Ground 3 Radio with motherfucking Mike on the mic. What?